As we turn to the weather now, looking a little nice outside. It's not really horse racing weather just yet. Still got some months and some storms to get through. We're here with Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley. Good sir. We got some stuff coming.
Yeah, we do have some stuff coming. That's a good way to put it. Not wintry stuff, though.
Yeah.
That's the good thing. Yeah.
Good.
A lot of wind, a lot of rain with this one, so we're concerned about especially the possibility of power outages here tomorrow and coastal flooding. We'll talk more about it here in just a few minutes, as well as freshwater flooding. So we've got three aspects of this storm that we're keeping a close eye on. Of course, the radar tonight is dry. We're looking at quiet conditions overnight tonight. Temps, though, this afternoon haven't really been that bad. They've been cool, but not overly cold. Upper 30s, low to mid 40s right now. The warm spot, the Inner Harbor, of course, at 48 degrees, and we've got some low 40s just about everywhere else. We're going to be in the 30s tonight. Clouds will gradually increase later tonight, and then we're going to be tracking that storm system that's going to be approaching our area from the west. Notice that not much going on here now, but there it is right there. We've got severe weather now breaking out across parts of the Gulf Coast, and a full-fledged blizzard going on across parts of the northern plains into the Great Plains region, the eastern Rockies, and all of this is eventually going to be pushing its way towards our area. Now, what hazards it's going to bring to our area will be wind, coastal flooding, as well as heavy rainfall. So here's what we're expecting with the wind. This is the wind advisory in effect here. That's for wind gusts 50 to 55 miles per hour. We may see some trees that at least tree limbs that will come down. So that's something that we're going to be watching there. So 50 to 55 mile an hour wind gusts are not out of the question with this with these storms here for tomorrow, at least with the storm system. Then we've got a high wind warning in effect. That's for looks like Calvert, St. Mary's County over through Dorchester County, Wicomico, Somerset, as well as Worcester County, mainly for the lower eastern shore. We could see wind gusts here, particularly near the coast, approaching or exceeding 60 miles an hour, and this will knock some trees down and may cause some limbs to fall as well. Power outages are more likely there as well. So this is going to be a windy storm, but we're also going to be looking at a lot of rain too, both coastal flooding, river flooding, as well as freshwater flooding just from the rain coming down so hard in such a short period of time. And of course, those wind gusts is something we're going to be watching here into tomorrow night. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the winds throughout the day tomorrow. Starting things off in the morning, it'll be breezy, but it won't be as windy as it will be later in the afternoon. So we've got a southeast wind here at about lunchtime. Winds will be gusting perhaps around 30 to 35 miles an hour. Now, as the evening progresses, we're going to see what's called a low-level jet. It basically is some strong winds just a few thousand feet above our heads that's going to move over the area. As a matter of fact, there was some discussion that these upper-level winds may approach record levels in some parts of the area as far as the strongest that's been recorded in this area, and that's why we're so concerned about this particular wind threat. Notice as we go into the afternoon, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts will be common. Notice here by 7 o'clock in the evening, we've got those winds coming out of the south here at about 45 to 50 miles an hour, even stronger winds the farther south and east you get closer to the coast. And then by 11 o'clock tomorrow night, we'll start to see the wind shift out of the southwest as the storm system makes some progress off towards the east, but it's still going to be windy even into the first part of Wednesday on the backside of the storm system. Now, as far as rainfall is concerned, we've got several of our forecast models, the Canadian, the Graph model, the NAM model, as well as the European, the GFS Ensemble, and the GFS, all reporting potential for rainfall totals 2 to 3 inches, maybe some spots up to 4 inches, and that's why the Weather Prediction Center has a large area under a moderate risk for excessive rainfall here for tomorrow. This is going to be significant because we're expecting widespread flooding for a large area. Lots of snowpack up here now from that storm system we had on Saturday. So there's going to be potential river flooding. All that water's got to go somewhere at some point. So let's take you through the day tomorrow. Again, morning hours, the rain is going to start moving in. It could move in as early as 7, 8 o'clock in the morning from the southwest to the northeast, and it's going to become steady. So by midday, we have a steady rain in place, becoming heavier as the afternoon and evening rolls on. Winds become gusty as well. Then we're going to be seeing heavy rain across the region through the afternoon and evening hours. It's going to be soggy and messy for the evening commute, so plan on that. Maybe allow a little extra time where you get where you're going. And then by evening into late night, that's where we're going to see some of the heaviest rain and those wind gusts getting over 50 miles per hour. So again, your driving impacts, moderate impacts here through about noon, and then as we get towards the afternoon and evening hours, that's when the impacts are going to become very high, and that'll continue here throughout the evening hours. So again, Futurecast taking that rain all the way towards the north and east throughout the day, and it's going to be wet all day long and windy. Temperatures tomorrow are actually going to rise, getting close to 60 perhaps in some spots as we get towards tomorrow evening. But notice, by 11 o'clock tomorrow night, the rain starts to pull out of the area. So 100% chance for rain here for tomorrow afternoon. We're expecting it to be very wet across the area here throughout the afternoon and evening tomorrow. And then as we head into the next 7 days, we're going to turn our attention to the next storm system that'll be approaching the area Friday. Looks like an identical scenario. We'll keep you updated. Here's what's coming up next on WJZ News at 6.